Hi, I'm Brian Campling with Source Allies, and welcome to the Codebeamer Advanced Configuration Series. We will walk you through the different configuration options for Codebeamer and show you how to fine-tune your out-of-the-box instance. In this video, we are going to be covering workflow configuration, starting with adding and removing transitions, and then touching on adding and removing states. So to get started, let's go with the transitions. So let's pick the tracker that we want to customize. We're going to use the requirements tracker here. And then we are going to go into the configure and then select the state transitions tab. So from here, to add a new state transition, we are going to click this drop down here and select state transition. Here we will have the from status to new status. And so we're going to go from, let's select draft and on hold. And name, we'll call this one holding. Permitted is how you configure who's allowed to make this transition. The condition, guard, and actions are more advanced, allowing for approvals. We're not going to touch that in this video. That'll be for a deeper dive. So let's click OK to save that. So now you can see we have the name holding, on hold, and draft. And if we come down here, you'll notice that we have the on hold status, but there's no lines to it. It's important to always click the save. It's easy to miss that when you're moving through the modals. So now you see on hold has an arrow showing from draft to on hold. So if we want to remove that transition, all we have to do is come over here, select delete, confirm it, and it's gone. Now you can see the on hold status is now orphaned. So moving from transitions into states, to add a new state or status, you can click the add, and this can be a little deceiving because while this says add status, it's also how you can manage and remove status. So if we come in here, you can see that we have our on hold. So we're going to start off with removing this one. So we click the little X over there. Now you can see it's disappeared here, but it's technically not gone. If we click OK, it'll give us a prompt letting us know that any other changes that we've made, if they haven't been saved, are potentially going to be lost. That's all right, since this is the only change we've made. Now up here it says the choice option on hold has been modified to obsolete. What that means is we didn't actually delete the status because the status needs to stay in the database for audit trail references. If it was used as part of a workflow in the past, removing it just prevents it from being used in the future. It no longer appears in the workflow diagram, but if you open up the status options here, you can see that it's crossed out with a meaning of obsolete. So we can modify and create new status options. So let's go ahead and modify this on hold and say, like, we want to go ahead and bring that back. So we're going to uncheck the obsolete, and we want to use a different color this time. So we're going to go blue. Click OK. Now you can see that it's brought back. Click OK again, warning me about unsaved changes. Now we have the on hold status still orphaned since we don't have any transitions pointing to it, but that's okay. To add a brand new status, if you click add status, select add option, and it's just like the other screen, except you would add whatever text that you want to add here. for the name and description. The meanings are optional, but they can be leveraged in some of the more advanced configurations. But if you're not leveraging those, I wouldn't worry too much about it. It is helpful at a quick glance to be able to see, all right, what's the purpose of the accepted, waiting for approval or whatnot. Sometimes I've seen added where instead of having accepted be closed, we just want it to be resolved. So you can see now that's changed what type it is. We click OK there. Save these changes. And now you can see we've got waiting for approval and then accepted, on hold. Let's go over the transitions again because we touched that pretty quick. So let's add a state transition of from draft to on hold. We'll call this one holding. Click OK. Click Save again. So now you see we have the on hold with an arrow from draft to on hold. Now notice this is a one-way. So if we end up in the on hold status, we don't have a transition to get out of it. To get out of it, we need to add a new state transition. And this one's going to be from on hold to draft. And we'll call this one resume. Click OK. Come up here and click Save. Now you can see we have that two-way flow. To take a look at what this looks like in action, if we go up here to the requirements, and I believe we have one in draft. So if we select from draft and we want to go into holding, let's go ahead and save that. Now you can see that it shows that it's on hold. Let's refresh this to make sure everything changed. Yep. And then if we wanted to resume, here we go. Click Save again. You can add notes. And now we're back at draft. So that's the workflows at a high level. Again, there are some more advanced use cases involving approvals and conditions and guards based on different statuses. Like you can prevent things from changing from one state to another state if if there's unresolved suspect flags, for example. We can go into a deeper dive onto that into a future video. So that covers it for this video. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm Brian Campling with Source Allies. If you have any questions about Codebeamer or any other realms involving systems engineering or software engineering, feel free to reach out, leave a comment, or email us at ptc@sourceallies.com. Thanks for watching.